1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, the big dick is here. Get ready. May we start?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesday Talk. I'm Zebra, and I got a future tycoon with me today. He goes by Ro Rockwell.
Thank you guys for having me. Shout out to Zebra. Zebra's a handsome man.
I'm right across from you.
Yeah, I know, but to the people.
Okay.
He's a handsome man, you guys. You are.
Thank you. Awkward silence.
That's what I'm all about.
What's up, Ro? How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Had a little bit of stress, but not too much. I'm Indian stress.
Indians worry. You're telling me you worry a lot.
Yeah, worry, yeah. It's an epidemic.
Is that an Asian thing?
I do think it is an Asian thing. Oh, I got a lot to say about that too, bro. Because we're raised to worry. Mm-hmm. We're taught to worry. We're taught we're not good people unless we worry.
Mm-hmm. Worrying about what? Everything or the future?
Everything. Yeah.
Things that you can't control.
Exactly. Which is ironic, right? Because
India's Buddhist.
Exactly. It's ironic. It's like we're supposed to be like enlightened, and we are enlightened, but you would be surprised. You would be surprised. You can hear me good, right?
Yeah. Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, I can hear myself. Sounds super clean. Zebra, you look healthy. You look, man, I like the shirt. I love it, bro.
Thank you.
Man.
Vintage. Thrift shopping. You gotta, because the fashion industry is very destructive to the world. It's not the most eco-friendly business. So
I don't care about
buy,
that.
resell. Well, I was just trying to.
I'm only here for 50 more years, so fuck it.
Hopefully.
Yeah. We can curse on here, right?
Yes. That's a question I get all the time.
Okay, perfect.
I'll just beep.
All right, cool. Oh,
now I have to edit that out, and you're just giving me more work to do.
No, let me not curse.
But if that's your image, I don't want you to change your image.
I am trying to change my image, and I'm also stop trying to say the B word. And I don't say the B word. People think I say the B word often. I don't really say it in my real life, but yeah, it's a whole nother subject for a whole nother time.
Well, let's get into what you do. You're a hip hop artist. Yeah. I mean, that's one of the things you do.
Yeah,
and you make hip hop music,
raps. I like to say rap.
You're a vocalist, producer,
both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else? In the music?
In music, vocalist, producer, that's it. Engineer. Yeah. But I don't press knobs like that. Like I'm like Puff Daddy. Shout out to Puff Daddy. I like to orchestrate it. I know what knobs to press, but I don't know the technicalities of stuff. I know I've been in this so long. Oh, that sounds great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know the but they know, like, I like to work with engineers. I always partner up with other engineers who went to school for it, but I'm like the outside brain for it.
Do you have a different name that you use as your producer name?
No.
Because I noticed in your music catalog, like on SoundCloud, for example, you had all the producers by the people you worked with. So you had other people produce your music?
That was before I started producing myself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And that was, you started producing music 8 years ago, 10 years ago?
Around that time, 5 to 7 years. Through them, I learned a lot through them. Shout out to Blame Ronnie. Shout out to Khaled Sonny. He's like one of my favorite. He's like my boy. He's my homeboy. Like, and he was my first producer, but he just stopped doing it. He fell out of love with the music. We might have him EDM DJ one day. He's more EDM, and it was like always a constant thing. But I learned a lot of all that stuff through all my producers, and then I ended up doing it myself. And like, I always wanted to be like Puff Daddy because he's my hero. And it's like Puff Daddy had the Hitmen. Hitmen are like his team of producers, and people don't discredit the person who's like orchestrating. It's like I was about to say a famous conductor, but I was
going to say Simon Cowell.
Okay.
You know why I thought of him? Because he's an orchestrator of putting artists together with other artists.
Yeah,
he makes these super groups.
That's a great.
That's why I thought it, because when you said orchestrating, because Puff Daddy, Puff Daddy and the Family.
There you go.
I mean, I think that was like the first CD I bought. Actually,
for real?
I don't know how old I was. Maybe in middle school.
That was 98. Yeah, I remember.
Was it 98?
Yeah, that album was a little bit diamond. By the way, they had Victory on there. That album.
So many great samples.
Yeah. Puff Daddy owe me a check right now. We shouting him out like crazy. But yeah.
Bad Boy Family.
Yes, yeah. That was my dream to be part of Bad Boy, but yeah.
Well, the thing I like about the 90s was the hip hop music was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was like made for the club. I mean, it's different now. It's like bump and grind music. It still is. It's still going through that phase. But then everybody was having a good time. It was fun. It was like you saw it on MTV and everybody was having a great time to hip hop music. Didn't matter who you was. It was like, it was like Sunday Fun Day every day with that music. I don't know. It was just a different style of making rap.
It comes with the drum pattern, I believe, and a lot of people don't recognize. Even
now it's like trap.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of hi hats.
Exactly. So it's like boom bap versus the trap. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
And both are dope. You know, I love both of them. You know, I really love the trap vibe, and I like the way the freedom you can just like. There's a big pocket right there for like the trap vibe. Boom bap. Irv Gotti is a rapper. He said it best. He's like, the rappers did all they could do with boom bap. It already went as far as it could go.
So explain that.
So Irv Gotti, he's the Murder Inc. He was like, okay, the reason it's trap, and everybody be like, no, like, because Nas, everybody did the best that, like, you can't outdo Nas, you can't outdo Jay-Z. You like, after a certain point, it just starts to sound the same, like the boom bap. There's still dope boom bap artists like Griselda and a bunch of artists.
So boom bap.
So okay, so it's like boom, boom.
Okay.
Boom, and then trap is like boom, boom. So it's like the snares and shit. So it's a boom bap. It's like the kick and the snare. Yeah.
And that's not as prevalent right now.
Exactly.
Any artists you kind of notice that are bringing that back, or nobody's really attempting to?
Griselda. What's some boom bap? Do you know any boom bap artists like Boldy James, boom bap? Freddie Gibbs. Yeah, Freddie Gibbs, boom bap. Oh yeah, Jay Electronica. So there's people who just stayed in that lane, and I respect that. They didn't really adjust. They didn't need to adjust because you can make them come to you like Jay-Z.
Well, it's music.
Yeah.
You know, and people are going to gravitate to what they feel, what they like. So what do you like about that trap?
I like the vibe. Like Free Young Thug, he's one of my favorite trap artists. I feel like he really popularized it because it's a vibe. It's like, it's the feeling of the words more than the words. Because sometimes the words get corny. Like sometimes if you're like too many words and stuff, you don't really feel it as much as if you're just going in there and you're just speaking from your soul and whatever first comes to you. So like Young Thug, Lil Baby, like I like that. It's just a vibe. It's like you. It's more like when you're drinking or if you're whatever you do. It's like you can zone out to it. Sometimes you don't want to hear all that like political or like rap. We call it rapidy rap. Yeah, but I started off as a rapidy rap artist.
Well, I liked. What was your mixtape that was now 10 years old called?
Not For Nothing, Volume 1.
And that. Oh, I think I listened to Volume 2.
Oh, yeah, Volume 2 is actually better than Volume 1.
That's why thank goodness I listened to it.
Yeah,
Because I like that. That is your style there.
Mm-hmm.
Is completely different from today.
Yeah.
I would say, or from the stuff I was listening that was just several years old in your first part of catalog in SoundCloud, and also your
Brown
album.
Streaming platforms, everybody go check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, because you didn't use so much auto-tune.
Auto-tune, yeah.
Auto-tune, yeah.
And then people hate on auto-tune, but I really love auto-tune. I love the vibe it gets. Like I said vibe like 10 times right now, but it's cool.
But it's a vibe.
There you go.
Yeah, we're in California. It's always a vibe here.
It's always a vibe.
Everybody's in some type of vibe.
That's a stereotype they make of us too. Like, oh, California, I'm vibing. But it's true that we chilling.
I think we use the word the most.
Yeah. And it's a vibe.
We made the word a vibe.
Exactly. Yeah.
We could do a whole skit on that.
We should.
Vibing.
We long hair don't care, brothers.
There we go. Care. We got a new show going. Long hair don't care, brothers.
We should do that. Yeah. Long hair.
So anyway,
what was I saying? Oh, about so like Young Thug, I like the
vibe.
And then it makes you want to do drugs. It makes you like, one of my favorite artists is Future. I feel like Future really like changed the game. And I saw a debate right now recently on Twitter. They're like, oh, in 10 years, they're going to say Future's top 5. I'm like, Future's top 5 right now. Future changed the game. People just don't want to put the effort into listening because they think he's not talking about nothing. But if you really listen to Future's bars and you break it down, you can compare the lyricism to Nas. And I met Nas one time before, and he was so nice to me. Like I met him one time. My cousin did his merch, and the security guard was trying to back me off. He didn't want, and then Nas was like, no. Anyways, I love Nas because of that. I love Nas. And but Future is like a Nas. He's like a Southern Nas. Atlanta run. It's basically boom bap is New York and trap is Atlanta. West Coast is like a little bit of both because the vibe is a little trap, like YG, like that. It got a little bit. It's more Bay Area. I love California music, Bay Area, LA music. It got a little mixture of New York and down south. Yeah.
So back to your
trap music. I like
your how your style changed.
Oh yeah. So I had to adjust, and I adjusted. And
when was that moment when you first like, I'm gonna try auto-tune?
2015, 2014.
And what was your first like experience to it, your first reaction?
My engineer had to download it first of all because he was against it. He's boom bap. He's like old school. He didn't really like autotune. He was like, I'm not talking to the mic. Let me talk more into the mic, but let me put it right here. That's better like this. All right.
Are you good?
All right, cool. Yeah, like a lot of OGs, they don't like to use autotune. They hate on it. They used to. Now it's like accepted. And also it's like they didn't want to figure, you got to figure out the key and what it is and all that stuff. I think T-Pain.
Doesn't it put you in key?
It does, but you have to figure out the key that it needs to put you into. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're off key.
Yeah, exactly. That's accurate. Yeah. And
but it's digital. That's the thing. I mean, they've been using auto-tune for many, many years. It's not like it just came out thin air.
Yeah.
They used it old, like 70s music, 80s music.
Could you enlighten me on that? Because I want to know. Because you're right, but I want to know like who used it. Because that's you're absolutely right, but I forget like
it was like disco music, and
they did use like Bee Gees and stuff.
I was going to say Bee Gees,
okay,
yeah. But I don't. It's kind of like what you're because you have a podcast. I'm going to mention real quick. You said there's a Ro Rockwell podcast, and we check facts later.
Oh yeah. We just talk and then we check facts later.
Yeah, I was going to say
if we even check,
but
facts.
I think it's. I thought they were at one point, or they experimented.
No, you're
with
right.
it.
You're talking about like Zapp and Rogers, like talkbox shit. So talkbox is like with the tube, like California, like that's talkbox. It's kind of autotune, but autotune is more. It was like that's like you said, digital.
So you're actually singing into a device.
There's
an instrument.
People made those too, and I see that on YouTube, and I think it's really dope. Like the Zapp and Rogers, like damn.
Oh yeah, I've seen YouTube. Yeah, they can they're making like a whole. It's another instrument with a voice.
Yeah. And so it's two different things, but they're very similar. Okay. But T-Pain, I think popularized it. I don't think he gets enough credit for that.
Yeah, that's what I think. T-Pain would be the most popular. That comes off someone that doesn't follow hip hop like very closely.
Yeah, but look at Ariana Grande uses autotune. Everybody uses pop music really uses autotune, but in a more subtle way. Yeah. Chris Brown, everybody uses it.
Yeah, Chris Brown, when I first came on, I was like, that's all he sounded like. But then his voice is kind of like auto-tune machine in a way.
Yeah.
The way he tries to sing or way he does sing.
Yeah. It's a lot of drugs, And I'm just I love Chris Brown, but everybody do drugs, bro. Let me stop right there. I love Chris Brown, bro. I got a credit on his album, so that's cool, yeah. So, but let me not talk about that too, because I don't want them to remove. Yeah, but everything's. I told you can ask me anything. Drugs meaning weed. Everybody smokes weed, bro. Yeah.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe, ladies and gentlemen. California. Shout out to OHB. Yep.
But
I wasn't talking about him specifically. Now I'm all back, but now I'm talking about all artists. It's a vibe. Yeah.
So, what I like about Not For Nothing is it's mostly you rapping. It's not you in auto-tune. And my favorite tracks were you had like I think 3 of them, but all of them actually, all the freestyles I loved the most. Those were dope, and it was on a dope beat.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about? The freestyles?
Yeah. So like those were mixtapes. So those were all mostly, there were some original songs on there, and those original songs, I basically put them on the album. But
yeah, a couple of them I recognized.
Yeah. So it's like that's how you get warmed up. And I love like Lil Wayne when he was on the mixtapes because you're free. It's like you don't have to put a chorus on there. You can just rap. So
you came out with your Brown album just 1 year ago, 2022, on streaming platform.
Yeah. I had to re-upload it because I took it off. I got I overthink. I'm Indian, like we talked about. So I took it off for a while, and then I re-uploaded it. It actually came out in 2019, but it was actually like a culmination of all my songs.
So it was a culmination of like the 6-7 years, or over how long you were making these beats and productions, and then you put into a 35-track album, right? I was like, what the hell? What am I listening to?
Yeah, it was really
like,
long.
is this 3 albums?
It is. But you know how hard I work? How hard I recorded every single day. None of those songs on the album or on any of the mixtapes. Like none of those songs. Like zero or on any of those mixtapes. But we put it like we use some of those songs for other. We fit different vibes and stuff. And then again, vibe. But 35 songs. I did that partially because I wanted to get it all out of my system. I was like, let me start off fresh. You know, like I've been having these songs. Let me just put it on this album. And I love that album, to be honest with you. Brown album. It's fire.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I don't know. I was listening to a little bit on my computer and I listened to a little bit on my JBL speaker. But it's weird. I love listening to music in my car.
Me too.
Because I got a great sound. It's a great sound system. So when I was listening on the way here, actually, from June 10th, that song, June 10 on, I was like, damn, it's like the second part of it's like I think that's 15 on the album around there. I'm like, the second part of the album is dope. I don't know if it's the sound system or actually the music.
It was a different producer. That's credit to him. Shout out to, I'm not going to shout him out right now because I'm not sure if I want to shout him out right now. But anyways, yeah, like it was a thematically, it's a, like sequencing, you know? So like,
it gets better, like the story, like a movie.
Exactly.
It should get better. Right?
Exactly. Man, you get it. You understand it.
Well, that's what I miss about albums nowadays. Or what I miss about albums, how they were that they were like a movie, a cinema. You know, you'd go and then had like the interludes, and then you had like the intro, the outro, a medium part.
Yeah,
it was a whole compilation of a project, not just like all these random songs. Now it seems like sometimes
put songs together.
put songs together. It's not like a story. It doesn't give you like a story
at all.
Yeah.
I used to like when I was younger. Every time a new album came out, back when they had CDs. Would put it in the system. I would just smoke throughout the whole album in the car. And I'm glad you said the car because I made the album for like the car, you know, driving around late at night, middle of the night.
I don't know what it is, but I understood everything when I was in the car. Maybe because I'm just focused.
Because what it is on these type of speakers and when you're at home, it's more bass heavy. You can't really, it's more about the feeling. But in the car, you get to hear the words more, I think. Yeah.
If you don't have your low end all the way, your bass all the way up.
Yeah. So it's kind of up to you. Yeah.
But great. When I saw your catalog, when you sent me your stuff, and then I went on SoundCloud, I was like, damn, like it was just like scrolling down. I'm like, you were putting in a lot of work when you came out here since you moved. I don't know if you told me, but you came out here like 8 years ago, 7 years ago?
Like 10 years ago. I think 2011, I moved to LA, but I'm from I'm from Cerritos, which is like 30 minutes away. So,
you're from California?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, shout out to Cerritos, by the way. Ain't too many rappers. I think I'm the biggest rapper from Cerritos, honestly.
In a population of 5,000.
Yeah. It's like an Asian heavy city. I went to Whitney High School, by the way. #1 high school in the country. Everybody Google Whitney High School. I'm smart too, y'all. I'm super smart. Y'all see me out there? I'm smart.
Mensa? Are you part of Mensa?
I wasn't part of Mensa. I would have been if I wanted.
One of my guests was a Mensa when she was like 7 or something.
Yeah. Really? What did she end up doing? I'm curious.
She's hip hop art. Princess Superstar.
Wow. Okay.
Do you know Princess Superstar?
No. I like that name though.
You gotta check out. She's big in the UK. She had number 3 on singles charts and then number like 7.
Shout out to Princess Superstar.
Princess, you gotta check her out, dude. Man. If you want to hear eclectic music, her hip hop. She's a white rapper.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah. But her style is like all these genres put into one.
That's dope.
Yeah. You gotta check it out.
A lot of people when I was younger, they told me, oh, you should move to UK and then come back here because they said UK is not brainwashed. America is a little bit more brainwashed in the sense that everything is programming, even to the literal sense of the word, radio programming, right? So everything has to sound the same. In UK, it's a little bit more diverse, and I got to get more up to date on the new UK artists. I know Essential
There's so
C.
many,
Yeah, there's a lot of UK, and I think they're not as brainwashed out there. Like so.
Well, I love this stuff, especially from the UK, whether it's like movies or music. They have so many good artists that come out from the UK, producers and rappers and singers. So much great talent, but it's different from ours. Like you said, it's not like you said, a lot of stuff does sound the same now.
I think you could break it down into The Office UK, the show.
And then it had the American version.
Yeah.
I saw the UK one. It was funny.
Me too. I really love the UK one. They're both good and they're both rewatchable, but the UK one had more substance. You know, it was like
I love that UK humor.
Dry humor.
Yeah, dry humor.
I love it too. Yeah. Do you remember what's it called? There's a Q word for it. Encarta, no, it's not cute. Encarta, have you heard? That's probably Encarta, bro. There was like a CD-ROM where you used to look shit up. You know what a CD-ROM is? Like you put it in a PC and shit.
Yeah, you used to have your data.
Yeah,
like it was instead of a disc.
Yeah,
like a disc or now a thumb drive.
Yeah, and shout out to Encarta. Y'all got to give me a deal. But I'm shouting out Encarta because that was like the modern encyclopedia in the Middle Age, like I think late 90s, when the internet, right before the internet got popping. And then Kaza came, but that's a whole nother subject. That's not knowledge. But I want to talk about Kaza because I used to watch my brother's porn on there. Shout out to my brother. I used to watch the Pamela Lee.
Tommy Lee.
Yeah, bro. I used to sneak down in the middle of the night and watch that shit.
It was all like pixelated.
It wasn't, bro. My brother got the raw shit, bro. My brother was a devious, hedonist. Yeah, bro. He used to sell porno at school, bro. And he got caught up, and then he almost got my dad in trouble. He was an entrepreneur, and my mom was like, "Who's buying this porno at the house?" And he denied it, and my mom didn't want to believe it was him. Got my dad in trouble and shit, but it was him. That's a side note. That's ADHD, baby. I have ADHD. What do you think about the other genres other than hip hop? Do you think they are more as clout heavy as hip hop is? Yeah, they are. Yeah. Like, what are the kind of antics they pull? Like, what do you mean? Like, just like antics. Like, what do they do? I'm just curious because, like, how do they? Sometimes in hip hop you beef with another artist when your album's about to come out. Like, I don't think the dance music world is like that. They're not. So how do they promote? They're on ecstasy. Oh, but there you go. There you go. They're doing the happy drug. There you go. Shout out to Molly. Shout out to ecstasy. Yeah. It's been a long time for me since. Well, you were saying that in one of your songs, like the Molly, the Xanax. Yeah, I know. I was into that stuff at a certain point in life. Well, I remember one time it inspired that song. Of course. I remember one time I had a 15-minute piss at 2012 Coachella, and I was in the porta potty, bro. I was like, this shit is not stopping. And I was on ecstasy. I was on Molly, and I was like, I was tripping out. I was like, bro, I'm not stop peeing. Like, bro, it's been 15 minutes. People are knocking on the door. I'm like, I'm still going. It was just wild. And you're probably rolling hard. Rolling super hard. Because when you urinate, you roll harder. Oh, I did not know that. Yeah, right? Because that's the way you find out if you're rolling. You take a piss and you're like, oh, bro, yeah. I remember that was like my most. Yo, that was the year Tupac Hologram came out. I was there. Oh, you were there, bro? I went to both weekends. I went to the first weekend. Yeah. Wow, I probably saw your part. Dude, that was the best Coachella ever, huh? It was fun. It was great. Yeah. Florence and the Machine. Every time I've gone was fun. I love Florence and the Machine too. Yeah. Florence and the Machine. That was the only year I went. Okay. But yeah, I remember peeing in that porta potty more than I remember anything else. I was like, damn, this is weird. More than the hologram. Yeah, I remember that shit though, because I was tripping. I was like, yo. I think that, I don't know, for me, I don't go to a lot of hip hop shows, but the way they had the, what do you call it? All the screens and the lighting effects and everything was surreal. It was like over the top. I mean, that's when I was kind of seeing how festivals are kind of changing, how hip hop is going to change with, like, I guess the performance itself, the act. It wasn't just someone rapping on stage anymore. That's mainly I think that's Dr. Dre. He's a perfectionist, so he's like, that's why. Oh, he did like that Super Bowl. Yeah. That was insane because he knows how to orchestrate. He cares about every little. He's kind of like what we're talking about. It's like he actually cares about every little thing about it. He's not just putting out art, like microwavable art. Yeah, because if in the end it would just be someone rapping, like on stage, and you'd be like, oh, it probably sounds better in my car. Yeah, like you said, but he sees the whole picture and make it like a theatrical experience. Yeah. I remember Tupac, there were rumors about him coming out with the hologram, but everybody else, I did not know. So I was rolling and I was just rolling harder. Bro, when 50 came out, boom. It's like, what up, blood? What up, gangsta? I was like, yo, I did not, I was wild. And then Eminem came out. Yeah. Wasn't Lil Wayne there too, wasn't he? No, he was not. Snoop Dogg. I wish Snoop Dogg was. Snoop Dogg's a great performer, yeah. And, it was just wild. Great times. The whole crowd, it was just like everyone smoking weed. Yeah. the whole you were probably closer than I was because I was still pretty, I was like probably middle back. I wasn't. I didn't. We're probably right next to each other. I'm not the type of person like to get wait up there just to see. Yeah. I'm like, I'll see it, I'll hear it. I get like the people always when I used to take Molly and stuff. People all, like, even girls, like they would want to. I'm like, yo, I get frozen, and that's how I know I have ADHD because these amphetamines or whatever, they make me more calm and more like I'm stuck. Like I can't even move.
Like you took Adderall, it'd do the job.
Exactly. It makes me focus. It makes me. So I was like, dude, I could have done somebody's taxes when I was taking those Mollies because I was like fucking focused, bro. And girls want to dance. I'm like, no, and they would think I'm I'm like, no, I'm like stuck. Yo, I can't move. Everybody be dancing and shit. Anyways, actually, could I say something? I'm about to direct my first movie. Gover's in it too, bro. He in it too.
Gover over here.
Yeah, and it's gonna be phenomenal. We can get into that later on if you want to bring it back up because I would like to divulge a little bit of information.
Yeah, you're telling me that off the air, the Blair Witch Project.
There you go. It's a found footage film that's gonna be fire. Yeah.
All right.
Should we get into it right now?
You want to talk about it? Let's talk about it.
Because I'm excited about it.
You said it's like Blair Witch, so that it's already intriguing right now.
All right, so I figured, first of all, it's economical. It's business. I'm on business mind, It's the smallest budget with the highest grossing profits, like Paranormal, Blair Witch. Creep was what really inspired me. Creep from Netflix. And it's based upon my just interactions with certain Hollywood celebrities and just meeting them for the first time and just getting wild.
And you were recording this while it was happening.
I did, but I did record it. But now this is like what really like. The found footage film is based off what I did really record. It's
I'm assuming it's everything you have compiled in your phone.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a freebie right now. And thank you for having me so much. I'm very I'm dead ass serious. I'm really honored to be here. The movie's called Clout. It's called Clout. Okay.
Clout or Cloud?
Clout.
Clout.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's basically about people who would do anything for clout. So and how it could. No spoilers, how it can end you up in some danger. So everybody in the movie is chasing clout. Found footage film. It's about somebody going to go interview a famous celebrity son. And shit just gets wild. I'll just leave it at that for right now.
But you're the guy that's doing the interview?
I'm the main character, so I'm the guy who's getting interviewed.
Oh, you're the guy being interviewed.
Yeah. It's gonna be a great film. Right. It's going to come out late 2023, if not top of 2024. And it's already accepted in certain festivals because we sent like little...
So it's already finished?
It's not fully finished yet because we're going to do some re-edits, some new cuts. Go over. Yeah, we're going to do some new cuts. And it's going to be fire. Yeah.
And it's... So it's pretty much done. So that's why you're submitting it to film festivals.
We can, exactly.
The final product you'll send to them later if it gets accepted and one that you want to have it be shown.
100%,
right?
yeah. My directorial debut writing. I wrote the Low Key web series, by the way. Like I co-wrote that series with Robert Minju Lee. Shout out to him. I ain't seen you in a while, Robert. Where you been at, bro? But it's cool, yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I really like that.
It was great. I like that web series. Everybody check out Low Key web series.
Yeah, check out Low Key web series. I kind of figured like the beginning of it, the first one, when he was saying, "Oh, Ro, we used to be the Harold and Kumar. We used to rap together," and I knew like that it was not going to be like you still like banging, like, and then you come out with like you're asking your dad about what underwear to use.
Yeah.
So
shout out to my pops too. He was in that.
That was your real dad?
That's my real dad. Yeah.
That's sick.
He was great at it, but that was a natural actor. I think I got it from him.
He was enjoying it.
He was enjoying it, yeah. He actually went in he's in the midlife crisis or like post-life crisis, whatever. Like he does like improv. He used to go do improvs and shit, yeah.
So he doesn't do that anymore?
I don't know if he does it anymore. He might, but who knows?
He could have got an agent after that.
Bro, I'm gonna get him an agent. That's a great idea.
Yeah. That was funny though. You guys did a great job. So you did that, was it 5 years ago?
2017. It was great. That was my first time acting. But obviously I'm playing myself, but I'm so delusional and so conceited.
Yeah, it's exaggerated.
Yeah,
or maybe it's not exaggerated.
It's a little bit of both. It might be actually fact. It's just whatever. It is what it is. I'll let y'all do the interpretation. But I'm so delusional that me playing myself made me think I'm a really great actor, and I turn into a really great actor. So Hollywood, bro, come holla at me. Was
the other lead, was he really had a rap group together?
Well, yeah, that's actually all true. Like in high school, we started rapping together. I started rapping with my other homeboy, Shaney, Frank Gully. Shout out to Frank Gully. And so I went to the #1 high school in the nation, Whitney High School. I'm very proud of that. Like I used to not be proud of that, but I'm very proud of that. So I was like one of the few people in Cerritos, California from Whitney High School. You got to take a test to get. It's not a private school. You can't pay to get in.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be smart. At that time, I was really smart. I don't know about it right now. I've been in Hollywood way too long to be as smart as those people. But when I was young, I was really
your
smart.
IQ goes lower when you move to Hollywood. It just naturally happens when you're out here so long.
Facts. Yeah. So we did that. So I took that test. I got into that school. People didn't think I was going to get into that school. And I was the only one in that school who had friends outside of that school. So I had rapper friends. So I was the coolest kid in that school, obviously, because I had rapper friends. Yeah. So I was rapping in that school. So and then me and Rob started rapping together. Shout out to Rob. Miss you, boy. That Bill Bellamy?
Yeah.
That's Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy right here, y'all.
Yeah. Well, it's a show.
Outside this day, yeah.
Yeah, he films his show here.
Oh, he got a show? Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah, you saw it when you walked in.
I thought he was getting interviewed for like one
No,
episode.
that's his podcast.
I had no idea. That's dope.
Top billion.
That's a legend, too.
Top billion.
That's a legend.
Yeah, he always has really he's going to have A-list guest on there, of course.
Bet.
Yeah.
I'm an A-list guest. You're an A-list host.
Yes.
Let's not get that twisted.
Not get it twisted.
Yeah.
But
anyway, they distracted me over here.
why?
I don't know. This is entertaining, bro.
You're doing a documentary about the Clout.
Yeah, I know. And that's going to be, I know. That's what, this is about Clout right now.
So you should pop out your phone, add more footage.
Bro, I kind of want to just have him come in here, but.
No.
I'm just joking.
No.
But that's MTV, like Pauly Shore type shit. VJs. That's the beginning
back in
of
the day.
Yeah, it's
How to Be a Player.
Exactly. It's historical. It's historical.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say with the Whitney High School, shout out to him, and I was a rapper then. Me and Rob he was a year older than me. We did the show, and it's fire. Low key Websters.
It was a web series. So you guys had no intention of doing a round 2, a season 2, or
we did, but
things didn't.
We self-funded. We self-funded that, or he actually. Let me be accurate. He self-funded that.
How much does something like that take? Like 5 episodes. They were averaging between 5 and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
something like that.
I loved it. Everybody wanted a season 2.
What was the budget?
I don't know because he actually self-funded and.
But you had where a lot of people were working for free. Maybe
everybody worked for free. Yeah.
So what was the cost?
I would say the only costs were...
You guys already had the film equipment?
Yeah, you're bringing up a great point right now because he always talks about the budget. What is the budget for that? Because, Rob, where'd that money go, bro?
So people put money in?
Nobody
Well,
did,
you were part of... I saw you and a producer.
I was a producer because I made the plot points. Yeah. I co-wrote it and I actually helped cast everything. Because Rob is more like a... he's like a...
So you had a casting. It was like... the rate was exposure.
Yeah, exactly. IMDb credit. Yeah.
Deferred.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you...
But shout out to Alhan Bilal. She's on American Horror Story.
Which one was that?
She's Rob Starr's Robert's...
the girlfriend?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
She's
good. I liked her.
Yeah. Shout out to her. I had her on my podcast, too. Also, Aina Brion, my favorite person in the world. God bless. Like, I love her. Aina Brion. She's from Chicago. She popping.
Was that the hip hop artist?
Yeah.
She's really good too.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she was really in that role.
I think rappers make really good actors for some reason. There's something that goes in. I think it's the speaking, it's the I don't know.
Well, they're great with their lyrics, their vocals.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they just translate it well on screen.
Yeah.
Like Eminem, he did a good job, but I think he was playing himself as well.
Yeah.
I think all you guys are like really playing a part of yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Other than like Queen Latifah, Ice Cube plays himself.
Yeah, Queen Latifah is a real actor.
Yeah, she's a real actor. Yeah. And I don't mind saying real actor because those people are thespians.
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. I don't know if he's playing himself a lot, you know?
Typecast.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, my boy just did a scene with him. Actually, Rob was in his show too. NCIS or whatever that show, or what's it called? I forgot, whatever.
So you don't know exactly what the money, if there was money? Yeah, because I was wondering, because if everyone was working free, you had the film equipment.
Yeah.
Who edited it?
He edited it, but I sat there and watched him edit. Oh. I was like the Ben Affleck.
So none of that costs money.
Yeah.
So you
Bryce to sleep over and watch him.
That could be very inspiring. Anyone, if you have it, just go and do it. People want to be involved. If you have a project, like something, a great idea like you guys had, people are going to want to be involved. But you did some kind of cool scenes, so you didn't have to rent out all those places.
No, I think in the finale he rented out a studio or something.
Yeah, the one when you're like doing the music video.
Yeah.
That looked like a studio.
Yeah, he rented that out. Yeah. So those were the kind of went into the
And then
cost.
you were like in the with the female rapper is like in the
car?
like underground.
Oh yeah. That was at another recording studio right here in Hollywood.
It's funny. It was like, it
Yo.
looked like part of a parking garage or something, you know? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, that was his apartment parking garage. That's what I'm trying to tell you people out there in Hollywood, bro. You can make anything look like anything. And you can also rent out anything for really cheap and film dope shit. Because and let me flip it right now. People who have dope spots, the way to survive in Hollywood is to rent those spots
They rent
out.
them out, yeah.
Yeah. Almost like Airbnbs, but rent out to people, yeah.
Or yeah, if you have a place, they rent it out to studios or that's
Yeah.
where it's very lucrative. But,
Yeah.
But you have to have a place. Oh yeah, rent out your porn. And that's where they do porns. People rent out their
100%.
They rent out
dude.
their houses. Yeah. I don't mind. Just do your thing. I'll be back or can I watch?
Bro, I was thinking about renting out my place to OnlyFans, and we're still going to do that. So, all you females out there, if you want to not have anybody dancing all up in the video, all on
What about the
record,
males?
Come to Ro Rockwell apartment. We put you on.
What about the males?
Them too. They can do OnlyFans too.
Yeah.
We don't discriminate. Anybody who wants to pay money and expose yourself on camera for money, we endorse all that.
Yeah, they're paying you.
Exactly. We love
just wash the
sexuality.
sheets.
We love sex. Yeah. Is that wrong to say? Dude, we love all. Yeah. Do you,
Yes.
Yeah.
Do it all.
Do it all. Stick a carrot up your asshole. Can we say that on there?
Yes, you can say whatever you want.
Stick a carrot in your ear, taste it, and then put it in your asshole. I'm loose now, baby. All right, let's go.
You're loose?
Yeah, in
Very loose?
More ways than one.
All right.
It's serious radio, right?
Yeah.
We live? All right, let's go.
Yes, we're very live.
Yeah. I'm still a serious actor, though. Don't get it twisted, Hollywood. Let me tell you when I really learned a lot about acting. And shout out to my boy, like my brother is Weston Cage, Nicolas Cage's son. That's my boy. And that's he really taught me. That dude is one of the best actors I ever seen, ever. Like, I love his father too, but I never saw his father act live, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always there for Weston Cage's scenes. Shout out to Weston. Weston is a great actor, and I learned how this shit goes. He's more of like, he memorizes his lines real quick. I learned how to memorize lines through him because he just does it quick. And then I think it's better that way because you're not as attached to it. The way Rob used to do it is like study it and stuff. And I love Rob too, but it's just different methods. And it's like Weston is a real actor because he knows what he's doing. He's studying that right before on purpose. It's not him being lazy. It's him being loose with it, and he commits. Like his father, he commits. And his father's a great actor too, great man too. And I love that family. Shout out to the Cage family. Shout out to the Coppolas. And when I got involved with them, I got to see, oh, this is what Hollywood is. Oh, this is what movie sets are like. God bless them. They would take me along with the movie sets. I would be managing Weston, and I'd be talking to the AD. I'd be like, hey, and then I was like a ring. Boxers, they got their corner, like
The manager.
Yeah, like in between
The trainer, manager.
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
The trainer, I guess.
I'm like, bro, you killed it. Like, I would let
Come on, Mickey. Or no, Rocky.
Exactly.
You gotta stay in there,
Exactly, 100%.
Get your ass up.
What are you doing? But I was like, bro, you killed that. You killed that. And I'll be like hyping him. I'm like, bro, and he's so cool. He's born in it where he knows he don't give a fuck. I think that's the key to acting. Don't give a F.
So you're his manager?
Yeah.
Is that how you got involved? How did
I'll be like his day-to-day manager, but he has his own what do they call it? Feature or a film manager.
So how did you guys all connect with the family? And
I just met him through music. So me and him started collaborating on music.
Because he makes music.
Yeah. So we have an album, Arch Duo God Pill. Hopefully we'll put it out one day. But
is that the one because you have a podcast, but I saw the podcast, a little bit of what you were interviewing with him, and you were mentioning in that podcast, if you remember, that he was like, oh, you're going to drop an album soon. Was that the album?
No, because
that was 2 years ago.
No, but that's good because that was his own album, which I think he's about to drop soon.
So he never because you were talking about in the podcast, like you're going to drop it soon. You're going to drop it soon.
Yeah, he has like a what's it called? Like he he's a perfectionist and he wants to do it right. Sometimes I'll be like, bro, just put it out, bro. You got to put, because people got to see this shit,
Well,
bro.
that's the thing about the artists. They struggle with that perfection.
Yeah.
You got to realize to let it go eventually.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then you'll just die with it.
Yeah.
Right?
And also he's already coming into the game with a lot of eyes on him. So he has to live up to a certain thing. So I bet you, like, I never asked him. I did ask him. I was like, why? But he never gave me a clear answer. But I'm sure he feels in his mind he has to live up to a certain caliber, which he does, bro. He's the best actor I ever seen. Weston, you know, I think you're the greatest actor I ever known.
So you guys made an album. You made music. You
Arch
produced.
Duo, that was our band
So what,
name.
oh, it was a band. So what type of music?
It was heavy metal mixed with rap. It's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's his style is heavy metal.
He said it.
Rocker.
Yeah.
Is he a vocalist too?
He's a great vocalist. He's a great vocal. He taught me how to scream, but I don't scream great. Yeah, I try to, but
You used auto tune.
I would. Yeah, that's great. Yo, bro, that's fire because we should use autotune that heavy metal shit. But yeah, but I know it's a diss, but I like that diss.
No, what?
no, it wasn't, I know what you're saying. No, that's fire. But
Don't be so sensitive.
I know I'm so sensitive. No.
Asian.
It wasn't. I'm worried a lot, but he was really great at that, and he's really he invented a genre called ghost metal. He talks about it on the podcast. If you guys want to check it out, Ro Rockwell podcast. I got a great podcast too. With Weston was one of our greatest episodes where I went to a spot and he was talking about he invented a genre called ghost metal, and it's a mixture of all these elements because he grew up in New Orleans and his father used to buy haunted houses, bro. His father used to buy haunted houses. Yeah, bro. His father's a rock star, dog. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, I'll never say one bad thing about that man because he's the nicest person in the world. Nicolas Cage, I love you.
Oh yeah, that's his dad. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like thinking, I'm getting all of them confused because you interviewed the niece as well.
I did interview their niece, but their niece was Natasha. She's a great actress as well. She's through marriage.
Yeah,
that's why it was
not
like
blood. That's right. I saw that.
But she's a Coppola. So yeah,
but the album you want to release, it's done.
But he doesn't even release his own albums that I wish he would because they're so great.
Maybe you just release it anonymously.
There we go. Maybe I'll leak it. Yeah. I'm just joking. But
no.
Because I get sued, bro. But
you never signed anything, did you?
I did not sign it because they love me, bro. They trust me. Yeah. So one day
it'll be an anonymous project.
There we go.
And then people are like, what?
Who are these people?
Yeah, exactly. Who, what?
Me and him were long hair, don't care gang too. Me and him like long hair, bro. Yeah.
Gotta stick together.
Yeah, we gotta stick together. We're brothers, bro. All of us, bro.
You shaved your head.
Yeah.
No.
I remember in Curb Your Enthusiasm, Larry David has his bald brothers too. So I got my long hair brothers. Yeah.
Gotta stick together, like I said.
It takes a lot of Pantene Pro V and a lot of conditioner. Are we running out of time?
No, we're good right now.
I get really insecure when people zip their bags and when people look at their watches.
Well,
because I got abandonment issues. Don't leave me, or don't make me.
Not leaving you yet. Please. Since you said that was a funny thing you put in your web series with the shampoo.
Oh yeah, that was great, right? Yeah,
you got to do that if you have long hair. You got to put in if you have a comedy. And your long hair, you got to have them do a shampoo skit.
Exactly.
Something.
That was my idea too. I was like, let me do this shit. And I committed to that. And I love that. I should really get a shampoo commercial.
It also remind me with your podcast, because the one you sent me was just on your screen, like the laptop.
Yeah.
You and Weston.
Yeah.
And then in your web series.
We did it like that. Yeah,
I was like,
bro.
I'm like, it's no different. What the...
Bro, I never put those two and two together. You're absolutely right.
And that was done after.
Way after. So we didn't elevate at all. We didn't have a microphone.
You actually went backwards.
I know. That's wild. I never connected those dots together. You're a perceptive man. Yeah. No, that's crazy. And bro, that was like our third take of doing that podcast. But yeah, we just did no microphone. I gotta step my game up. I gotta start, elevating my status and like being more diligent. Is that the right word? I think diligent is the right word. I gotta be more diligent with that.
Mm-hmm. No one's abandoning you yet. It's okay.
Nah, but he looking over there. I heard him. He about to abandon me, bro. I got abandonment issues.
We're in.
Hey, I wrote a song for him. I remember the.
Yeah, we have your creative partner.
Not for him. No, not for him. For Weston.
No.
Because
Gover.
Gover. Shout out to Gover. Hey, Southeast, baby. Hey, everybody, check out Southeast song Chuck Berry. Stream that on all streaming platforms. Fire, by the way. He's a great artist. But with Weston, bro, I wrote a song. It was like, using that tone, you already know that I can't stand it. Grabbing the tissue, abandonment issues. I hate the sounds of the backpacking. Won't even miss you. Got drugs in my tissue. Oh, man, I wish I remember that shit, but I wrote that shit. Yeah, bro.
But it wasn't one of your songs?
It's a song that we're gonna put. I wrote it for him. It's his solo song. If he puts it out, bro. If not, I'm gonna sell that to John Mayer.
So basically, it's like you rapping, and he's like, "Arr."
No, I wrote the whole thing. So yeah, he. Yo, you know what's funny? I had to purposely do that. I like the scream, bro. That's an art to that screaming. In all, I think heavy metal is the most musical genre in the world. It took me a while to get into it. He's the first person who got me into it because I think it's like Beethoven mixed with like, heavy metal is the most musical genre. I think. What do you think, Erna?
I mean, it's pretty musical. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't follow it closely.
I'm stereotyping.
Yeah.
I'm stereotyping.
Just like your web series.
I know. Where I was like, oh,
everyone's like racist.
Yeah, I know. Yo, that might have got me canceled now, but they know it's a show now.
No, it's a show.
Yeah,
that's comedy.
Yeah, it's comedy.
Comedy.
Do you act, right? You would be a great. You act?
Yeah, I see this jawline.
Yeah, I can see you're a handsome man, and I love your show is dope, bro. He be having.
They don't want handsome people on screen anymore.
Why? Oh, it's like, I get it. I know.
It used to be about a look.
I know. No, you're
8 years ago. No.
You may be joking, but you're kind of right. But like, yeah. So
anyone can be an actor now.
Anybody could always be an actor, though.
You know, I know, but the people that were doing comedies are now like the action heroes.
Good point. Kumail Nanjiani, bro. Kumail Nanjiani.
That would never be heard of back in the day.
Kumail Nanjiani. I think he's Indian or he might be Pakistani. He like one of mine kind, but he buff. I know he takes steroids. Everybody in Hollywood takes steroids too.
Well, yeah, when they get big, they take a certain formula, whatever they're doing, HGH, whatever.
There you go, HGH. I'm not mad at it though. I'll take it too.
That's the only way you can get that big in the short amount of time.
Could I ask you something real quick?
What's up?
What do you think about the Marvel movies?
I don't watch them.
I don't watch them either. That's wild. Like I'm like the only person I know who doesn't watch them.
I've watched a few, but I haven't really like on the small end. When in the beginning, I used to like them before they got popular.
Iron Man was good. The first one.
Yeah, I saw the first one. Maybe I go back further than that. Like when they were not as popular, like 10 a year.
Who?
When they were making now they're like making like 10 a year.
Yeah,
but before that, when they made just 1 or 2 a year, I remember the older ones.
I gotta like believe.
I'm not really sure.
For some reason,
Huh?
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Or X-Men, like the original X-Men.
Those were dude.
X-Men 2.
Those were better.
The first 2 X-Men.
I like those had better storylines than the nowadays.
There's more acting.
There you go. I just had a breakthrough. That's why I don't like these Marvel movies. And I'm not a hater. I just like I can't. I lose. I gotta believe it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's too many special effects nowadays. But I like the DC like. Batman, you know, they're all the some of the Batmans, not all of them, but they were more like storytelling driven. You know,
DC does make better. Superman.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
I even just recently saw the Justice League, the Snyder cut, which is like 5 hours long. Shit, fire. Yeah, I know people don't like Ben Affleck as Batman, but that movie's fire. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I saw just I didn't watch it. I was on and I watched a little bit of when it was Superman and Batman. I was like, this is one of the worst things I'm watching right now. Yeah. And then Wonder Woman comes.
Can I ask you a question too? Mm-hmm. How much more time we got? I'm just curious.
The deepest question of the day.
No, it's not even about that. Those didn't even correlate. But do we got time?
Yeah, I don't want to. We got some time.
Your interviews are amazing. You know that everybody got to check out this podcast.
Yeah, take it.
Your interviews are amazing, and I like you look like an actor in those. Like you adjust your guests. I think. People got to give you kudos and a lot of credit for what you do. You're a very talented interviewer. Do you know that, or do you not like to admit that?
I'm a modest person. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you stop being modest. And you got eclectic guests from all different backgrounds, and I've been seeing some wild shit on there.
You're not the first person to tell me that, but I mean, it is what it is.
That's what I like to hear. Talk that talk. Yeah.
No, I'm just being honest with you, but I'm not like it. That like it's like the guy that says you're gonna or you're gonna blow up after this. I'm like. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's just do the talk first.
Yeah.
You know?
But this is about to be the biggest interview. I'm just joking.
It could be. You never know. You never know which
speak it into existence.
Like you never know which one's going to make a hit. Like a song, like your song. Like what's your biggest song?
So with this music, that's a great segue. With music, I like to.
You're welcome.
There you go. I like to record as much as possible, and I think a lot of people. That's why I think mixtapes are important. Like for Wayne and other artists in general, if you. Like pop, that's why pop artists got to make more songs. Cause I'm about to drop a gem for y'all. Y'all want to hear a gem? Mm-hmm. You guys think it's quality over quantity? It's actually quantity over quality. You know why? Because you can pick from that quantity. So the more you record, the more comfortable you are. You're not putting in, more pressure on one song versus the other. You're just recording 3 songs a night. You're not like, I'm going to make this for the album. Oh, this goes to the mixtape. You're just recording. I just record.
So
Who says I just record? That's Lil Wayne voice. Yeah.
So what you're saying is those won't be your final product. You're just making as much art or music as possible, and then later you're going to go back and pick out the strongest ones and make maybe a mixtape or an album. Right?
Exactly. And that way there's not pressure. That's why it's more organic. And I think the one thing streaming has helped in that fashion is it is a little bit more organic because you don't hear the more like cultivated or the more manufactured singles like it used to be. Like, remember they used to make singles like, oh, this is the single. And I hated that.
Yeah,
like,
99 cents back in the day.
Yeah.
Or $1.99.
And they made it for radio. Now you don't have to do that. Radio will find you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful nowadays too. So there's yin and yang, like we said. With 50 Cent, when he dropped his album, that's my favorite album of all time. Get Rich or Die Trying. Favorite album of all time. Undeniably, I'll listen to every single song. But I remember going to the Best Buy. I think I was in junior high, like barely in junior high school. And the lady was like, oh, who is this 50 Cent guy? And then everybody was buying that, sold out. And it was a moment in time. It went diamond. And it's like, yo, but it don't happen like that no more. I wish it would, But yeah. Maybe they can bring that back. Sometimes things come back around.
Well, they're trying to, like, nostalgic, the cassettes and
they are?
CDs. Yeah, some people are. I mean, is it even worth it?
It's not worth
I mean,
it.
if you have a huge fan base, then they'd probably buy it.
Yeah, or you can like collector's items.
You collector's items. That's what I'm saying, nostalgic items.
Yeah, Eminem has a huge cassette collection. So he does, yeah.
When you just got to wind it, remember the pen?
Yeah.
You had to take the pen.
I remember that shit. I was never good with that because I wasn't good with arts and crafts, so I would always fuck that shit up. But the thing would be coming out and brother be yelling at me.
But out of all your music you've created, how many songs have you put out?
I put over out 300 songs, like probably 500 songs, and they're all great.
1,000.
I've had 1,000 songs where some are whack, bro, but they're not released.
What's released?
Yo, you want to know what's up? I go back to SoundClick days. You know what SoundClick is?
No.
You don't know what SoundClick?
No, I don't.
Bro, me and my homeboy, Olasheni Moore, he's Nigerian. His rap name is Frank Gully. You're not even Nigerian, huh? Whatever.
Black people don't all look the same.
Nah, but he from somewhere. Olasheni Moore, shout out to Olasheni Moore, Frank Gully. Yo, SoundClick, he got into rapping.
Where's Gover from?
Malawi. It's right next to it. Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, everyone's gonna think he's from Nigeria.
It's fine. Yeah. My bad.
Malawi.
Shout out to Malawi. I don't want to get canceled and shit. But yeah. But so we used to record on SoundClick, and our rap group was called the Paper Boys. So everybody who want to go see old shit from 2003, 2002, bro, 20 years ago, soundclick.com/CubanPete55. My rap name was Cuban Pete, bro. You know where I got Cuban Pete from? It's from I Love Lucy. Ricky Ricardo's name. Yeah, they call me Cuban Pete. So I made a rap name called Bill Bellamy left. I thought we was gonna kick it out. But Cuban Pete was my rap name.
There.
And
he's smiling right.
And Frank Gully. So we was the Paper Boys. And we used to run Cerritos, bro. Yeah.
And because you're from Cerritos.
Yeah, no, we did, yeah. But still we read it. We still read it though.
Nice. Well, out of all your music, what would you say your kind of some of your favorites that you were proud of? I mean, you're probably proud of a lot of music, but that really stand out or have resonated with other people, like fans.
Okay, my fans really love the first mixtape because I was way more underground, I guess, quote unquote, and I was way more like lyrical oriented. So
was that before the auto-tune days?
Yeah, okay. It was before the auto-tune. I like it. I like the auto-tune shit that I adjusted to. But my first mixtape, even to me, is 10-year anniversary. So if you guys want to go stream that on DatPiff, we're actually going to put out a 10-year anniversary collector's item, digital like discs. So we're going to sell those. And if you guys want to buy it on RoRockwell.com, or you can DM me on Ro Rockwell. And, so I like that. That's one of my favorite mixtapes too, because it was really well, that was like Get Rich or Die Trying for 50, right? Like I was literally trying to get rich. I got to put my all into this. And we made videos for that. My first video is NRG. NRG was the name of the video with Furish. He was like he does videos for like Snoop Dogg and shit now. And he's still my homeboy from K-Town, Korean dude. Great music video. LA has a lot of talent, especially in K-Town. K-Town is an underestimated, underrated, talented, popular area right there. So shout out to Furious. He did my first videos, like all of them. And I love that mixtape. Yeah. I did a fucking Promise. I love Bad Bitch. That's people love that song. People love, I did, remember that Tupac Can't See Me? I forgot how this song, people love that one. I did Tupac Can't. So it was a mixtape. I rapped over other people's beats. Yeah. The first song I did on that was Drive Slow. And what I did, and I'm gonna give you a little young rappers here, a little knowledge here, a little. If you don't know how to write yet, if you're struggling with writing, follow somebody else's song, do your due diligence, and like sit there and write. So copy the flow for the song, because it's actually nostalgic when you do that shit too. Like when you do rap over somebody else's beats and you change the words, but you kind of like you kind of change, but you keep the flow. Like Cardi B did that with Bodak Yellow, and she did that over Kodak Black songs. So shit like that, bro. Just rap is a beautiful genre. Like, and sometimes I lose myself because I'm in this Hollywood shit now, you know? And ain't nobody, not a lot of people around me. That's why I have Gover like keeping me up to date with the rap shit, because, you know, sometimes I lose myself in Hollywood. It's a whole,
Yeah, I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I call it broken dreams.
Oh, there you go.
Land of broken dreams.
Yeah.
You know? But so music is more on the back burner than like
right now. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. But we're doing.
Well, you have that. You want to release that project with Weston, so.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Hopefully. There's a lot of layers, to go through. But me and him have scored some songs for movies, and scoring is a big passion of mine. I really like scoring.
Okay, yeah.
That's residual income.
Yeah. That's
for all
very
you
lucrative.
kids out there, that's residual income. Yeah.
Yeah, and lucrative. You make more money.
There you go. Yeah. And like Trent Reznor did it, like from Nine Inch Nails. He's like the goat of it.
Yeah, he did
like,
it Social Network.
Yeah, and he I think he won an Oscar for that. I'm not sure.
Maybe
he won an award,
sure.
but he's
check the facts later.
We check the facts later. We say whatever the fuck we want. Yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to edit that. Sorry.
No, you.
Yeah, like I want to do scores. That's a big passion of mine. Hopefully, I'll win an Oscar for that one day. I want a Grammy, Emmy, and an Oscar.
You know, a Pulitzer Prize and a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah. I'm gonna get that Nobel Peace Prize. I've done a lot of good work in the community. Yeah. We got a Big Brother program and shit, bro. Yeah, we got a Big Brother program in Little Tokyo. You know, you just drop off your little brother and we take care of them.
Nice. What you want to?
It hasn't started
elaborate?
yet. It hasn't started yet.
Okay.
It just was literally thought of right now, but we gonna make that shit happen, bro. Big Brother program. But we monetizing that shit too, bro. You better pay for that shit.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like basketball camps.
Make sure you do background checks.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Go ahead, Rico. Go ahead with that guy over there.
There you go. But yeah, it's gonna be like, you know, like how they had Kobe Bryant basketball camps and all that stuff. It's a Big Brother program, bro. Yeah.
So you have this independent film you're working on that is hoping to come out end of the year.
Yes.
Or beginning in 2024. What else is in the works? What are you working? What is driving you right now?
You know what's crazy? That is really what's driving me right now, because I feel like I have a lot to prove with that.
Why?
Because when I watch directors, I used to watch like behind the scenes of Passion of the Christ, and I like Mel Gibson doing that shit. I was like, man, this looks so difficult, but it's so empowering. I'm like, how the fuck did he do this?
That was a great film.
It was.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, like
and it
all
gave
those
you a
people.
good idea, like what the, just brutal.
It was brutal. It's like, and you have to really be invested in it. When I was in 2012, I was in Argo. I was a background. I got my SAG thing off Argo, and I saw Ben Affleck. Yo, that scene we did was 2 days, and we had overtime both days. And that in the movie is literally like less than 2 minutes. And that wasn't when I first wanted to become a director, but that's when I saw how much work it takes. Now I'm like more invested in becoming a director than act. And again, it's gonna be a process. It's not, I'm gonna get probably, but this first movie, Clout, which Gover's into, bro, it's gonna be like, I'm not putting out no whack shit. I really don't ever put out whack shit. Like a lot of people want to put out shit just for fun. Even the web series was pretty good. It wasn't, it was pretty good, right? Yo, why you don't like? Yo, you guys decide for yourself.
But I agree with it. A lot of stuff all the stuff I've watched and heard has been quality.
There's
the podcast.
The podcast, I kind of said, he not lying. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I just do it. Like
No, but the content is good.
Yeah, just to put it out. No, but you're not lying.
The
You're
content's
absolutely
good.
Yeah.
But it's
But there was a pandemic. I had to switch it out. But no, you're right. Like
well, the one with the niece. I mean, that was just a regular.
niece.
I think I'm referring to one with Weston. You know,
that was
but
like.
I've
off
seen the other ones are professional. The one with the hip hop artist.
Some weren't professional. Yeah, you're right though. That's a good point.
You have some. Yeah. But the one you sent me not the best.
yeah, I sent you those for Clout.
Yeah.
Going back to the movie, that's how I mark it.
Yeah.
The reason I sent you those is because of the Clout.
Because it's all filmed like that.
Big names, yeah.
Right.
So, and those, I'll let you guys, you know, this, like I said, it's going to be this biggest interview ever. So when that movie Clout, look, listen, everybody. No, listen. When that movie Clout becomes the #1 movie in the box office as a found footage film, highest grossing found footage film of all time, y'all finna come back to this interview and see how all this shit connects. Cause I'm gonna leave you, you know what Easter eggs are? This is an Easter egg. We just talked about those interviews with those certain people, and we're gonna talk about Clout, this movie, and y'all do the math.
All right.
I gotta get.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll end on that.
Yeah, I gotta promote that movie.
So one more promotion.
Clout. I mean, we don't have a date yet. We're trying to get into festivals. I would love for you guys to push for it. But again, we're gonna drop scenes. We're gonna doing this unorthodox. We're gonna drop little things, and the movie's gonna come out. Hopefully, end of this year, if not early 2024.
Until then, we can find you at
RoRockwell.com. We used to sell merch, but now we're not. But when the new album comes out, and shout out to everybody who bought that merch. I'm still with you, bro. Just because I don't rap no more, I'm still with you, bro. So I'm gonna get back to rapping too. Me and Golver got a mixtape, huh?
On the way, joint tape.
There we go,
Yeah.
bro. We dropping that shit.
all right.
Her Loss, part 2.
All right. Thank you, Ro.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course.
You're a great interviewer.
Yeah.
You're a great podcast host. And you're a great person.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.
Tasty Tuesdays.
Thanking you for your time this time. Until next time, we'll see you again next week, same time, same channel.